This is Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, and this is WSIC. If it's Friday morning, your business matters. And as always, we have a co-host, and this month it is Franchise Friday for the entire
Where's my
month.
intro? I need the intro.
Okay, Nakia.
Franchise.
Whoa. If you're going to sing, I'm not going to have her do it. Now, don't.
Your intro's so great, Joe. I always wanted an intro like that.
Okay, okay, Nakia, let's play the little jingle if Paul promises not to dance. We got it? Where we at?
Franchise, be your own boss. Business ownership and a reasonable cost.
Janize America.
Franchise, own your
It's Franchise Friday. Welcome to Coco's. Paul Dorsey here live on WSIC with Joe Vagnone. Joe, it's the last show. It's the last show. The show has been so we discussed next Friday I'm heading to DC. Lots and lots of franchise stuff going up on DC, on the hill there. And I've been invited up to DC.
Okay, Nakia, that's enough of the jingle. It's giving me a headache. So Paul, I know this is going to bother you, but there might be 2 or 3 listeners out there that don't know what Janize America is. Remind them what it is.
Janize Emerging National Franchise. I sell and support area developers, also known as master franchises. Those guys buy large territories such as Charlotte or Chicago and have the right to sell the local unit franchisees. Unit franchisees take care of the facility services, maintenance, floor care, and all the ongoing nightly janitorial. Janize America. Play the jingle.
No more jingles. So I got a treat for you. I've got a good friend of mine. His name is Don Clayton.
I know Don. Great guy.
Don sells franchises all throughout the country, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to call him, and I'm going to talk him into giving him a challenge to sell one of your franchises within a month. We're gonna give him a challenge and see if he can live up to that.
Don is with the franchise broker group FranServe, and they're a phenomenal broker group that specialize in the sales of franchises. Maybe we're gonna
put him on the spot.
I like that.
Don, if you're listening, get ready, man. If he's not listening, we did just put him on the spot, didn't we?
Is he?
Yeah. We'll find out.
Maybe that spot of snow that's out there.
Right. Franchise Friday. And I'm here with Don King, as you know, a fine friend of the show, and also my good buddy, Paul Dorsey, the
fine friend of Janize.
Janize America.
Yeah, his whole group is a great group.
Don, are you there, buddy?
I'm here.
We got Don. Hey, Don, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you being on the show. I needed somebody else to help me with Franchise Friday because I've been putting up with Paul, for 3 weeks now, right? So I thought I'd get somebody else in on the mix, my friend. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Well, you're very welcome. Honored to be here, Joe, as always.
So remind everybody exactly what it is you do in the company that you work with.
So I'm the VP of Talent Acquisition for FranServe. We are the world's largest franchise consulting and development organization with about 550 franchise brands under contract, and we've got about 500 full-time franchise consultants in the United States, Canada, and South America. So we're in charge of franchise expansion and development for our franchise partners.
And so,
Nice.
Did you hear the beginning of the show? Because I told the listeners I was going to put you on the spot today and demand that you sell one of Paul's franchises within a 30-day period. Did you hear that part?
Wow, I'm a premium sponsor of FranServe, so might have to have David give me a call.
Yeah, I don't know about 30 days, maybe 32 days. We can get it done.
Excellent.
That would be exceptional. Let me tell you what we thought we would do, Don. We thought we'd have some fun with this, right? We've got a list here of different industries. Okay. We thought we'd read some of them out, and between you and Paul, see if we can't list 3 franchises for each one of these different industries. The point we're making is almost every single industry that there is within commerce, right? There is a franchise for that. So we thought we'd do that. You want to play along with us with that?
Even in the
Let's
last
play.
segment there too, with the hearing aid stuff. Sure.
That's right. So do you want to go through the list, Paul? Or you want me to go?
Sure.
through?
Let you. I'll go through the list, or you.
Let me do it. Then you two, let's come up with 3 company names. First, let's start with Automotive. What do you got,
Mighty Key.
Paul, Don? What you got?
Big O Tires.
Okay.
Jiffy Lube.
Okay. Good. Let's.
Mr. Transmission.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. And if there's any,
We
of
can
these-
begin to break those too, because Automotive, you even get into the Ford. I know they're dealerships, but still they're franchises. The Fords, the Hondas. So you go to the general shops, especially
Will you
transmissions,
stop?
mufflers,
Stop.
tires, detailing franchises.
Stop. I
Yeah.
got a long list here. I don't want you being that detailed. Now, if you guys want to talk about a specific franchise, you can stop and talk about one. Okay, Don? Okay?
Got it.
Beauty franchises. Don, you go first.
Decalash.
Yep, tanning, nail salons, hair salons, weight loss, you name it.
Okay. Business services.
Business services. Well, the biggest thing in business services is a lot of that is home based. So you got things like you can go Fast Signs, which is brick and mortar, but then you got something like Schoolie Mitchell's.
You got
Mitchell, which is
Janize.
home-based.
You got Janize done. Come on.
Business services?
Sure.
You would put that in there?
Business services.
Don, would you put janitorial in business services?
Of course.
Absolutely, it's
Service-
commercial.
Yes, it's service and business.
Okay, well,
It's
Medical.
commercial.
Medical.
You got staffing. You got all kinds of business service franchises out
Right,
there.
you got Payroll Plus, you got John Hepburn.
Yeah,
his
you got
guys.
medical billing. You got it all.
Pre-employment screening, all those guys. Sure.
okay. Children-related franchises.
Just walk
There's
out
only
the
about
door.
1 million.
Yeah, tutoring. You mean when you want tutoring or fitness?
You got
or
brick and mortar. You got home based. You got opportunities for
What about the
30,000
game
up to a
buses,
couple
Don? The
million.
game
Huntington
buses.
Learning Center, brick mortar. You got it. What do you want?
Whoa, slow down. You know I need hearing aids.
You got
I want company names. This test is about company name. Do you have a name for me? Give
Challenge Island, Goddard School, amazing athletes, above grade level, college nannies, sitters,
Okay,
and
okay,
tutors.
Nice.
Go.
Okay. You see why I like Don, Paul? You see why I like
I like him. I like him.
Okay, now this is a test for Paul. Cleaning and maintenance.
Oh, how about Janize America, Janize Atlanta, Janize Springfield? No, and friendly competitors, Janie King, Jan Pro, Anago, all the list goes on. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got that industry, but then you also have the big ones, which is like the Junk Kings, those that, and then you got Bio One, which is cleaning up trauma scene cleanup. So you got things like that, too.
And then you got the home services, Molly Maids.
Home services. Then you got the pool services, pool scouts that are going to clean up your pool. And then you got the grill cleaning.
Okay. I think
Joe, you like the grill cleaning, buddy. You got somebody
do.
that cleans your grill.
I really do. I love these service type businesses. Okay, I can tell I have created a monster with you two on this. Let's take a break and we'll come back. We can continue this, or Don, if you want to take us in another direction, I'll be more than happy to take us in another direction. You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, and if it's Friday morning, you are listening to WSIC, where your business matters. We'll be right back. And we are back. You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, and I'm here with Paul Dorsey and Don Clayton.
Franchise Friday. Hey, Don, thanks for calling in on Franchise Friday. It's good to get a second voice online with all your experience. We were playing the little bingo game, franchise bingo, we might even call it, to go back and forth. But just to talk about, there's, I don't know, 5,000 different franchise and 75 different industries. So we can go down the list. And as I mentioned, you would think that there's no medical franchises, but there are medical franchises.
Oh, absolutely. And, the opportunity to franchise, if you have a successful business model and you meet a little bit of criteria, you can franchise your model. And so it's, with all the different concepts, especially in the booming economy, with all the different concepts, there are a lot of different franchise models out there.
Yep. The last week we had Jason Powers on. Did you hear? He's your friend, Jason Powers from Powers Law. And he was on, had a great thing. And again, what a franchise really is, just in a nutshell, is a group of small business owners that all come together under the same brand or the same umbrella. They share in the profits and they share in the expenses.
Yeah, pretty much. And what you have, typically the average candidate is someone that's between 40 and 65, and they are leaving corporate America. They're investing some of their retirement. They don't have the money or the time to reinvent the wheel, so they go with an established business model under the same umbrella with other investors, and you're right, they share in the expenses and the revenue.
So Don, go ahead and give me a couple of new franchises. One of the reasons I love talking to you is you always seem to give me the newest, latest, and greatest stuff that's coming out in different industries. What you got for us?
Well, I figured this would be a good one for you, Joe. It has something to do. It's not available yet in North Carolina, but it's probably going to be right around the corner. It's available in about 12 states as we sit here today, and it is a cannabis franchisor for medical marijuana, and so these folks, this is not a cheap concept to get into, but it is something coming through the pipeline, and it is a medical dispensary and cultivation for the cannabis industry with medical marijuana. So obviously they started in Denver, Colorado, but they're available in about 10 states right now, but that's something that's coming down the line. You mentioned something about medical. We have now something called light therapy. I don't know if you guys have heard about that, but basically what they do is if you raise the core body temperature by 3 degrees, it's a natural way for it to heal. So this is a 40-minute session, brick and mortar. It's into the infrared light therapy studio concept. Something you guys have heard about that?
Yep. So the cryptocurrency, you take a dip in the pool. It's similar to that.
Absolutely correct. So there's a lot of the it's cryotherapy, and that's something that's out there as well. And then there's something out there for your brain, guys. It's called C-Reset. So it's cerebral reset, and it's a unique technology that empowers the brain to kind of reset itself, and it's a patented technology that supports brain balance.
Could you imagine if you had all three of those franchises? You got the cannabis, then the light therapy, then the brain reset. Wow.
If you're used to me calling in on the show, that's exactly what I do. I kind of blend it all together.
Nice.
Don would love to sell you all three of those. So I'm curious, how long does it take from the time somebody calls your organization, Don, and they want to franchise, and you can get it to market? How long does that take?
It really just depends on if it's a brick and mortar or if it's a home-based opportunity. You from the moment that someone calls in and we match them up with a franchisor and they sign the franchise agreement, it could be 2 months, it could be 3 months, it could be 4 months. But as far as if it's a brick and mortar, it could take up to a year for the real estate development team to find the right location and to get up and set up and get ready to go. So, if it's a home base, they could be up in business in a month or two.
So I'm curious because with Paul here, he's got like these different pieces of his business, right? You can have an area development deal, or you can have a different piece of the business. Talk about your role in selling those, right? Because if Paul comes to you, he's actually wanting to sell you wants you to sell an area development deal for him. Do you also teach the person that you sell an area development deal how to sell franchises again? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Good question.
Well, you have to, because that's the role of an area developer, right? Because if you have an individual and they want to get their hands dirty, they want to be the owner-operator, they want to be there every day working with the customers, working with the employees. You're probably looking at a single-unit owner, maybe a triple-unit owner, 5-unit owner. Area developer, master franchises, they're the ones that they got to put the sales hat on. So they've got to go out there and they've got to recruit other investors to develop that territory. So really, from that standpoint, they're going to share in the profits of those particular individual investors. They're going to share in the profits of the franchisor, but they're really going to be wearing that corporate hat to get out there and develop that territory.
So I'm curious, Don, why does a franchisor like Paul, Franchise America, come to Don Clayton and his company and ask for help? What is it you guys provide that they can't do on their own?
Every day we talk with individuals that come to us and say they're overwhelmed. They're just overwhelmed. When they go into looking for a franchise concept, they get out there. There's over 4,500 franchise concepts in America today. According to Robert Crisanti, with the President and Chief Executive Officer of the International Franchise Association, franchise consultants is an underserved market because the people that are out there today looking for a franchise to own and operate, they're just overwhelmed. They're getting too many things and too many packets in the mail, too many emails. They're just overwhelmed. They click on one or two opportunities on the internet, and all of a sudden their inbox is full. So what we do is we cut to the chase. We skim out all of that, and we help them navigate the overwhelming options based on their territory, based on their lifestyle preferences, based on their monetary investment, based on all of those things. Qualitative, quantitative analysis. Our services are free. We get compensated on the back end from the franchisor. But with over 550 brands that we currently have under contract, including Janize, we work with single units, master area developers. We also work with resales. So there are resales out in the marketplace as well. The franchisors, they don't like resales. They like developing new territories, so they put that over. They give that to us, and we help find individuals for their resales as well.
Okay, Don, we've only got about 2 minutes. Tell me what you're going to do. Paul, this is where I put Don on the spot. Tell me what you're going to do to try and sell Paul's Greensboro territory. What are you going to do for him? What marketing can you help him with that he is unable to do himself?
Well, I have to just I have to kick that one. I have to punt that because that's a different department.
I told you I was going to put you on the spot.
Consultants. So I work with the consultants. I work with the investors. I don't work with the franchisors. That's a different department. But we would take our consultants in that market, and we would find someone local there that's looking for an established business with an established revenue stream coming in. That's the deal with resales. Investors are looking for that revenue stream. They're looking for quick cash flow. They don't want to go out and get the candidates. They don't want to do a lot of the cold calling. They want that to be established already.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I see what I did for you. I set you up because it was an existing operation. What if it's a brand new territory that he wants to sell? Then what would you do?
Well, again, so what we do, we're going to look with the individual candidate. We have to make sure that it's the right candidate. We have to make sure that it's something that they would have a passion for. We have to make sure that it would fit their lifestyle preference. We have to make sure from a franchisor perspective, what they're looking for, what Paul's looking for, is they're looking for someone that's going to fit in with the family. They're looking for someone that's not going to cause any trouble. That's not going to,
I got to take it. I got.
Go ahead.
That's okay. I got to take it back from him, but we're losing time. Don, thank you so much, my friend. I really always enjoy the conversations that we have, buddy.
You got it.
I'm still holding to you. I want you to sell the Janize this month.
Nice.
Okay.
You're listening to Local Biz. This is WSIC. If it's Friday morning, your business matters. Thanks, Paul. Had a great month.